Hi! I thought I should make a video about my channel, seeing as it's going to probably change a bit. Um, I'm only on 15-minute uploads now for 6 months, so I'm going to have to use my second channel if I want to upload things which are of any length. I've changed the name of my other channel to Baseline Truths, Nina's backup channel, because well, I thought it was quite a good name, quite fitting, because there really is only one baseline truth behind things, and people's interpretations of the baseline truths, and agendas, projections of baseline truths shape people's belief systems in the world. But there's a huge difference between the baseline truth and people's perceptions of that. And so I thought it would be a good name for my channel. So it's been a really difficult year for the level of everything going on. Barely any of which have I really spoken about online yet, because when you're in the thick of things, it's a very delicate balance between staying alive, staying sane, and talking about things enough to change your future for the better. And anyone who's like in a similar scenario, or is facing at some point a similar scenario, which really is anybody who's like trying to break free of really, really, really oppressive and overt a life of mind control. Now, yeah, there's loads of varying degrees of mind control, but the population as a whole has been controlled. Their minds have been controlled from birth. The question is, have you been lucky enough to be born into a family who genuinely have been able to nurture the mind to how it, and mind and body and spirit can be nurtured and brought up, or are our families just another cog in the wheel who don't know what's going on, don't see what's going on, and indoctrinate us with the very Luciferian system that then when we wake up we're like, whoa, get me out of this. But actually, when you look around you in the world, we are almost living a pure one world religion in day-to-day life, as in a Luciferianism has been like seeped into all areas of life, and people don't recognize it for what it is, because people think it's PC or open-minded. Like, I could go on to a real rant about this. Are you right, Twirly? My cat's hobbling upstairs. Come here a minute. I want to show you something. Good cat. Good cat. Oh dear. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Now, I've been having my head literally on fire for, oh God, definitely the last 6 months. And as a result, my hair's been coming out it's actually all growing back now. I just look like my hairline's receding. I don't know how much it's picking up, but really I think this is the worst side. Of course, you can't tell because I'm trying to show you. I can assure you, it's because I've got a lot of hair. People might think, oh yeah, she's just talking nonsense. I don't ever talk nonsense and I don't ever exaggerate. I want to show you my cat, who's never had any kind of hair condition in her life, who has also been manifesting the same symptoms as what I have been, which I made a video back in the summer, which I ended up editing in the end because I'd shown where all my hair was falling out in that. And then when it went kind of like, got so many hits, like, which I wasn't expecting, just for it being a haircut, I edited out where I'd like shown all the bald patches in my hair. because I was never making it expecting it. I mean, it didn't get that many hits in the grand scheme, but for me, it got a lot of hits, a lot faster than my normal videos. So I edited out where my hair looked so bald. But that was why I cut my hair off, because it was so bad at the roots. And then, since then, I've managed to get regrowth back 3 times. And then it comes out again. I'm really struggling to show you any, but that's regrowth there. That's from the, you can see that triangle there. It's a lot worse in reality. I don't mind it, it's not really showing up, except for it makes me look like an idiot. But I'm not an idiot. I just have been hiding well the fact that it's been falling out. That's why I don't have it like I was having it before. I'm having it down the whole time because I'm hiding. But the reality is that I don't know anyone who knows my videos and has been following my life, well, the parts of it online. My eyes started getting really swollen in the night. Merlin was snuffling, and she's been like snuffling for most of the summer. Don't jump down, little one. And then she started slurping when she was washing herself. And then I twigged. Like, I'd left the house for 4 days. I was house sitting at my friend's house. And I came back and she'd licked some of the hair off. And I thought, oh my God, how can you be so thick, Nina? Now she was leading towards that. Before I went, I thought, oh God, she's gonna have no hair left if she keeps doing this. I mean, it's actually today, my head's not on fire, but it has been like non-stop for the last 5 days, and she's been slurping at herself non-stop for the last 5 days. Because we start getting better and it starts growing back, and then it happens again. And so, it's not nice. And she was just hobbling up the stairs then, which is what like made me grab her, because I didn't really want to talk about this. But, I don't know, it's a delicate balance, isn't it, Twirly? We don't have to talk about things enough to try and help other people in the same scenario, whilst not too much, so that we don't get like overly targeted. But yet, oh, look at her, she's so sweet, isn't she? Is that nice? I love you, Merlin. Oh. You see, they know us, they know how to hurt people, they know people like me are going to care more about their pets. The sad truth is, you end up, when you're brought up in a system which tries to keep you as detached from yourself as possible, you end up being more compassionate and empathic towards your loved ones, your friends or pets, the things that you cherish, the living, breathing, like things in your life which you cherish and care about, end up taking more love from you than what you can give to yourself. Like, it's definitely a process, learning to give yourself the same care and attention and love as they can so easily trigger. Well, they can of me anyhow, because that's really what they've always used to like exploit and like get what they can out of me. Obviously I didn't know this until like until I figured it out. That's the beauty. Nobody realizes until they figure it out. And especially if you're like not stupid, and then when like you really realize how deceived you've been whilst thinking that you were seeing through things, you feel really silly. Like with the horses, typical example. In my basis interviews, Miles asked me what had saved me, and I mentioned the horses. Well, it's true. On one hand, they did save me. The double bind comes into play massively. We aren't idiots for loving. We aren't idiots for having empathy and compassion and caring what happens to our friends and loved ones. But the way that we're like kind of trained from like early childhood on is to overlook ourselves for the things, the people we love and care about, which includes the animals we love and care about. And so, in many ways, the same things which did save me were always being used to exploit and control me, It's just you don't really get a chance to properly see the levels of manipulation and control until you're out of the game. You have to. They are scared of us isolating, and they are scared of us cutting away from everything, because the second you're no longer taking part in the game, you can see the game for what it really is, and the layers start shredding back, and it's like couldn't ever be anywhere. When you realize things aren't as they seem, and you realize how bad they are, and then the layers start shedding off, all of you very, very, very worst, the worst thoughts you could ever imagine to have been the case whilst you wanting to get away from the system. Like I wanted to get out of racing. And I'm only mentioning racing as a good example. This isn't just in my life, just racing. There's so many elements of my life which have been equally or more so trapping. No, they're all as trapping, and they're all using the same kind of way. But with racing, I just use that as the top of our head example. As you can't, your worst case scenario gets magnified and blown up a million times over once you're out of the game and you see the things which you can't see when you're in it. Doesn't matter how much, yes, I was in it and I saw a lot and I wanted out. But I think that if you saw the levels that things really are at whilst you're in, then you would go mad, most likely. I know that this last year has been like designed to kill or scare me and send me insane. And they really are a bit struggled what to do with me, because they can't just kill me now because it will credit me. Now bear in mind, I'm talking from their points of view. We know there's like, they can't just do what they want. You know, there's like obviously God, like they can't just like do everything they want to do. But yeah, what do? Do they silence me by killing me? And then they just like validate me. They can't do that. I think I really do. I know what they want. They've been trying to do. But I sound like I'm being mental, don't I? So, well, that's kind of what they'd like for. They want everyone to sound like they're nuts, because then people can laugh at them and not listen. Because everyone likes to laugh at the crazy person, right? Anyhow, I feel like I'm going a little bit off point. In regards to my YouTube channel, I'm going to have to, because I'm on 15-minute uploads now, first off, I'm going to have to make anything which isn't just my own work private and leave my videos up. But anything, which is a shame, because I don't really want to take the Amy Winehouse, some of the videos I uploaded for a reason. At some point in time, I wanted to like make my own documentary about certain elements of people's lives that I've uploaded in music. But you know, I was reading into the small print on the copyright thing, on the copyright laws, and they can change their mind on them. So one day it can be fine for a video to be on your channel as it is, and the next day they could decide they want to. That it's, you know, the copyright law could change, and then you could get a strike for it. And so I'm not going to have any work up there except for my own, unless I've got written permission from the person who owns it that I can use it. So yeah, I think it's the only way to go for me, because otherwise they can just whack my channel off. Oh, they can anyhow, but it's harder for them to do so if I'm not giving them ways to make it easier. I'm going to run out of time. I want to put this on my main channel, so it's got to be below 15 minutes. But I just want to say, yeah, my second channel is called Baseline Truths, Nina's backup channel. And I'll probably make the name of this channel the same name, so they both tally together. It makes sense, doesn't it? And thank you for watching, and everyone take care, and bye for now.